न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Welcome to Amrita Vaibhavam. This is a series of talks, devotional songs, spiritual discussions and symposiums by Swamis, Swaminis, Brahmacharis, Brahmacharinis, householder devotees, staff and students of Amrita institutions. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is mentioned that the Guru imparts his knowledge, and to check how much was grasped by his disciples, he would choose one or two of them and ask them to repeat what was discussed. The same technique is being implemented in modern institutions as well. Amma also uses the same technique. With this in mind, let's watch today's episode. Om Amriteshwari Namaha.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhyayamo Dhavalavakunthalavatim Tejomayam Nishtikim Nigdhapangavilokinim Bhagavatim Mandaspita Shri Mukhim Valsalyamritavarshinim Samaduram Sankirtanalapinim Shamangi Madhikta Suktim Amritananda Apikameeshwarim. Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Ha Saraswati Namaha. Om. My infinite prostrations of the lotus feet of my Sadguru, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, Universal Teacher, Universal Mother. My humble pranams to all Amma's beloved children watching this program. Today's topic is Asathoma, Sadgamaya. We know the meaning very well, but we will discuss it a little more in detail, how we can be to come always constantly aware of which is the Asat, and from the Asat, how we can go to the Sat. So we are very, very lucky in this aspect. We can see there is Sat in front of us always, at least in the evenings. For 4 hours we can see the Sat. When we completely forget this Asat and we go to, we can concentrate on Amma, then that is the real Asathoma Sadgamaya. Forgetting myself and consciously focusing on Amma, that is what we call as Asathoma Sadgamaya. So Amma's own example we can take. You can see the Amma said that many times she has said that we have the Jada Chetana Guna Doshamaya Vishwakini Karitara. Tulsidas says in his Ramayana that this Jada and Chaitanya, this living and non-living beings, they are a mixture of Guna and Dosha, positive and negative qualities. But in Amma we can see only positive qualities, whereas we are a mixture of positive and negative qualities. The more our devotion goes for Amma, our negative qualities become less and less, our positive qualities become more and more, and finally we are able to merge in Amma. So Amma's example is, she says that the positive qualities, negative qualities are picturized as asuras or rakshasas. Whatever we call as rakshasas or asuras, they are mainly, we have to understand, it's our negative qualities which take us away from our goal of life, true happiness. And positive qualities, it's actually the gods are they represent the positive qualities which take us closer to our goal, which is Paramatma, it is Sachidananda Rupam. So Amma used to say that in the four yugas, in Satya Yuga, the Rakshasas were in the other world, in either in Padala or in Indraloka, when they have chased Indra and the gods out of Indra, and the Asuras have captured the Indraloka, and like Mahishasura, etc. They were in the Satya Yuga. The Asuras, they were in the other worlds, and then Treta Yuga, the Asuras, the Rakshasa, they come down on the earth, in the form of Ravana, etc. All the Rakshasas, the Ravana, etc. They come nearer to us. They are on the earth, and then Amma said in Dwapara Yuga, the Rakshasas, they have come into our family. Amma gave the example of Kamsa and Shishupala, etc. So they were part of the Sri Krishna Bhagavan's family. And then Amma said in Kali Yuga, the Rakshasas are inside us. So from the higher from the other worlds, they came down to the earth, then they came to the family, and then they have come inside us. So we have to be very, very careful. So the one beautiful verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, it says, fifth verse, it says, Uddharet Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. They know the sloka very well. So many of our Swamis and Brahmacharis have already quoted it. Uddharet Atmanatmanam. So we have to lift ourselves by ourselves. Natmanam Avasadayet. Never feel inferior to anybody. Never say, I am hopeless, I am useless, I am good for nothing. Never say that. We have divinity within us, and the Guru is her duty is she will bring out the divinity. So we should be ready for that. We should have total surrender. Atmaiva Hyatmana Bandhuhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. I am my own friend if I am able to detect and become aware of my negative qualities, and I have the moral strength to remove that negative qualities by surrendering to our Guru. Then that means the mind becomes our friend. Atmaiva Atmana Bandhuhu. Then the mind becomes our friend. But if my mind is not controlled, then it means Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. So the mind, by our own understanding, and training the mind, we can train make our mind our best friend, or then the mind can become its sole enemy. So the Mundaka Upanishad beautifully says that unfortunately the Paranchikani Vetirat Swayambhuhu Tasmat Param Pasyan Nantaratman Kaschit Dhiraha Pratikatmanam Aikshate Avrita Chakshu Amritatam Ischan. It says that the Bhagavan, the creator, Paranchikani Vetirat Swayambhuhu. Swayambhu is Bhagavan, self-existing, is called Swayambhu, one who exists by himself. So he has, by his Maya, Paranchikani Vetirat Swayambhuhu. The creator has made our senses outward. Our eyes, our ears, etc., they are all going outward. Tasmat Parang Pasyan na Antaratman. Therefore, we are able to see only what is the outside, but never Parang Pasyan na Antaratman. We are never able to focus on Atma within. But then what happens is that Kaschit Tiraha. So that a few courageous ones. So it means Dhira Kaschit. The courageous ones are very few. Kaschit Dhiraha Pratikatmanam Aikshata. But a few courageous ones, they are able to understand that whatever I see outside, they are all momentary, they are all impermanent, and I can by my the observation, by my awareness, I can understand these cannot give me a real joy, and therefore avrita chakshuhu. That means they have turned their eyes inwards. It's not physically. It means only their awareness have turned within. Avrita chakshuhu amritattvamichan. They see Kaschadiraha Pratigatmana Maikshat. The courageous people, courageous aspirants, courage sadhakas, they behold the Atma because they have turned their mind the inwards, and they behold the Atma within. That's the meaning. So they say the or Ame Sama says that aware, she talks of awareness, how we should be always aware. All the spiritual practices, whether it is archana or any say the archana or what you call it dhyanam, etc. During seva also, our mind should be always aware what we are doing, why we are doing, what should be our attitude, what is my attitude. We should be always be aware of that. In Bhajagovindam, the Shankaracharya beautifully says how the human being, because of his lack of awareness, how he wastes his life completely. He says, Balastava Krida Saktaha, Tarunastava Taruni Saktaha, Vriddhastavat Chinda Saktaha, Parame Brahmani Kopina Saktaha. He says, when the child Balastava Krida Saktaha, the child is engrossed in its play. It is immature. We can understand it is excusable. When the child is always engrossed in its play, the parents have to come and study, come on, study. They have to always force him to sit and study. So he is immature. So that is excusable, understandable, excusable. Bharastava Krida Saktaha. The child is completely engrossed in its play. We can understand. Then what happens when he becomes youth? Tarunastava Taruni Saktaha. The young man, he is after the young woman. Or it can be other way also. The young man is always after a young women, and there can be other way. The young women also, they are after the young men. So when they are the young, they are again they are engrossed in this kind of worldly activities. The fascination for the opposite sex. So the young men and women, they are attracted to each other, and they again miss the goal of life. That is also understandable, because when they are young, they can be like that. If they don't get proper guidance, then they get attracted to whatever they see outside. So that is understandable. But what happens is that Vriddhastava Chinda Saktaha, when that person becomes old, now his sense organs are become very weak. He is not able to see properly, not able to hear properly. Teeth have gone, and he is very unhappy. He is not able to enjoy whatever he wants. So he is always brooding, depressed. Vriddhastava Chinta Saktaha. The older man, he is thinking he is very unhappy. I am not able to enjoy this thing anymore. And Parame Brahmani Kopina Saktaha. But even when the person is old, he has not learned from his experience that whatever I see outside is impermanent, and he is not able to turn inwards even when he is old. That is a pitiable condition. So we say in the first half of one's life, one spends all his health in search of wealth. In the first half of our life, we spend all our health in search of wealth. In the second half of our life, we spend all our wealth in search of health. And in the end, we lose both. This is what happens. So the question was asked, how we can overcome these kind of attractions. So they say we have to understand there are two levels of enjoyment. One enjoyment is, we can see, we call it Sthula Bhoga. We have our eyes we have our ears, nose, taste, etc. So we want to see beautiful things, we want to hear beautiful music, etc. We want to, they want to enjoy, and especially liquor, etc. So they are the person, the youngsters, or they are intoxicated with liquor. They can say that. So this is at the physical level. They can see there are different kinds of enjoyments, and therefore we see that that person is a drunkard. He is a chain smoker. We make fun of him. So that is at the physical level. All our defects can be easily noticed by us. We can be aware of our physical physical problems. If I eat too much, even if I get the stomach ache or loose motion, etc., I can easily detect what happens at my, relatively easily, I can detect what happens at my mental level. All these pleasures and enjoyments, etc., intoxication. But then we have to understand that the another bhoga is called Sukshma bhoga. Sukshma bhoga is enjoyments at the mental level. So we say one person is attracted to tasty food. One person attracted to the liquor. He's after liquor and tasty food, etc. One person after women. That is at the physical level. But then the other, the Sukshma bhoga, we say the person who is after power and position. The person because he's in a great position, and he has power and position. Then that is usually say he is drunk with power. That intoxication of position and power, that is not easily detected, and that is more difficult to get rid of. It is relatively easy to get rid of our physical enjoyments, but it is very, very difficult to get rid of our mental enjoyments. We can say a person drinks, the effect of that liquor, the intoxication of liquor, it slowly becomes less and less. After 5 or 7 hours, it becomes normal. But the intoxication of possession and power, that grows and grows and grows. That is very, very difficult. We can see that is the more difficult, and that is not easily noticed. The intoxication of power and position. I am such and such a great person. I have so much. I am in a great position. I have so much power, and that is not easily detected. So that can be very dangerous. So again, but in the Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya says, Ma kuru dhana jana yovana garvam harati nimeshat kalas sarvam. He says, Ma kuru dhana jana yovana garvam. Never be proud of dhana, wealth. Jana means I have so many people, so many people around me. And yovanam, youth. So money, the people around me and the youth, they are all very Makuru dhana yovana garvam haratadimeshad kala sarvam. The kalam, the time, it takes away everything in a moment's time. That is very, very, we have to always remember that never be proud of your wealth or I have so, because I am powerful, there are so many people around me, and my youth, my physical, I am very handsome or beautiful, and I have so much physical strength. These are all very, very temporary by nature. So they say the Jnanapana Pundanam says, Kandu kandangirikum janangale Kandilendu varutunnadum bhavan Randu nalu dinam kondurutane Tandileti nadattunna bhumbavan Malika mukhaneriya mannande Tolil marapu ketunnadum bhavan Krishna Krishna Mukunda Janardhana Krishna Govinda Narayana Hare. Pundanam says in this Jnanapana, Kandu kandangirikum janangale Kandillendu varutadum bhavan. The God sees, Amma sees everything. She knows everything wherever we are. She knows everything, even our thought, what I'm thinking now, sitting in Bangalore, in Amritageetananda, she knows what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. Kandu kandangirikkum janangale kandillennu varutthadum bhavan. And he pretends as if he are not knowing anything. Like Amma again is the best example. So smilingly she say, but she knows everything. She will tell me after I go back, she will tell me this is what you have done. So he sees everything but keeps quietly as if he has not seen anything. And Randu Nalu Dinam Kondurutane Tandileti Nadatunadum Bhavan. So in 1 or 2 days he can the Tanda means that for the where the corpse is carried, that thing is called Tanda. That person becomes a corpse and he is carried to the graveyard. And Malika Mukalerya Mannande Tolil Marappa Ketudam Bhavan. The person who's on the Malika means a multi-story building. A rich man who has a multi-story building, suddenly he loses everything and then he becomes a Tolil Marap means what a beggar carries, just a piece of a bag, a dirty bag. That is what the Marapa Ketudam Bhavan, that's what he says. I remember when I was in school, I studied a very full Samuel Taylor Coleridge elegy written in a country churchyard. The Coleridge, the famous poet, he says, the boast of heraldry, the pomp of power, and all that beauty and all that strength ever gave, waits alike the inevitable hour. The path of glory leads but to the grave. If you remember that, that's the famous poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. The boast of heraldry. I'm from a great family. The pomp of power. I'm very powerful. And all that beauty and all the strength ever gave waits alike the inevitable hour, the hour of death. Every living being is finally waiting for that inevitable hour, that which cannot be avoided, inevitable hour, that hour of death, that moment of death, nobody can avoid that. The path of glory leads but to the grave. The grave person, finally, he goes to the grave only. So that's what he said. Remember, in Mahabharata, we know the famous incident of the Yudhishthira feeling thirsty, and he sends the Sahadeva in search of water, and Sahadeva come to a small lake with clear water. We know the story. When Sahadeva was about to drink the water, he hears the sound say, "Do not drink. It's my water. First answer my questions. Then you can drink." But Sahadeva ignores him. He drinks the water. He falls down as if dead. Do you know the story? Then Nakula comes, he gets the same thing happens to him. Then Arjuna comes, same thing happened to him. Bhima comes, same thing happens to him. All 4 brothers fall down as if dead. Then Yudhishthira comes and he sees the 4 brothers as if dead. And when he is about to drink, again the voice says, "Don't drink. If you drink without my permission, the waters belong to me. If you drink without my permission, what happened to your brothers will happen to you. Answer my questions." That was actually the Yaksha. He was actually Yamadeva in disguise. He came to test his son. The Yudhishthira is the son of the Yamadeva. So then Yamadeva said, "I will ask a lot of questions, and then you have to answer." So Yamadeva asked a lot of questions. We know the story. And the Yudhishthira, Dharmaputra, he answered all the questions. And the most important question in that is, the Yaksha, the Yamadeva in the form of Yaksha, he asked, "What is the most surprising thing in this world?" What is the most surprising thing in this world? And immediately Yudhishthira said, "Ahanyahani bhutani gachanti yamalayam," or "Ahanyahani bhutani gachanti yamamandiram Shesha Stavaram Ichanti Kimashari Madaswaram. So Yudhishthira says, every day we see people dying and going to Yama's abode, but those who still remain here, they think they are going to stay here permanently. What is more surprising than that? I see people dying and they say, "Yo, pavam, young man is gone away, so he is taken away." But I never think that same thing can happen to me also. That thought never. Anything can happen to anybody anytime. That thought does not come to me. So that is what is mentioned here. So when whatever we are taken, you can say we have talked about the enjoyments at the physical level and at the mental level. The Tulsidas Ramayana, there's a very beautiful verse about Sri Rama. సిరముకట కుండల చిలక చారు ఉదారు అంగ విభూషణం ఆజానుభుజ శరచాపధర సంగ్రామజిత కరదూషణం. They say సిరముకట కుండల తిలక చారు ఉదార అంగ విభూషణం. See, Bhagavan Sri Rama, he looks very attractive with this siramukata, the crown and all the ornaments, etc. He looks very udara anga vibhushanam. He is very attractive with this thing. And they say ajanubuja sharachapadhara. Ajanubuja means one who has long arms. And sharachapadhara sangrama jita karadushanam. So the meaning is ajanubuja. Usually it means one who has long arms. They say he is a very powerful person. A person who Ajanubuja with long arms. Ajanubahu Aravinda Netram. We heard that bhajan. Ajanubahu. One has long arms. It denotes beauty. One who has long arms is beautiful and he is very strong also. So then we say Ajanubuja Sharachapathara Sangrama Jita Karadoshanam. He defeated and killed Kara and Doshana. Kara and Doshana are the border security force of Ravana. So they came and they had a border. So they say this is, the Kara Doshana, when Rama entered the forest, they say, how dare he come to our land, our territory. It is my territory. So Kara Doshana, the border security force, and the Sri Rama, he made them understand. You understand, everything in the universe belongs to God, belongs to me. So you cannot say this belongs to me, this belongs to me, etc. You cannot say that. So everything belongs to God. So therefore, whatever we take without proper attitude and understanding, that becomes stealing. Anything which we take too much. So we say the Bhagavan and Bhagavati. Bhagavan, the Vishnu, Shiva, etc. They are Bhagavan, the male, and we say Bhagavati, Devi. The Bhaga is one who has 6 qualities. It is Jnana Vairagyam. He has infinite Jnana, knowledge, infinite dispassion, Jnana Vairagyam. Aishwaryam Sri. Aishwarya means overlordship. He is the lord of not the Malayalam Aishwaryam. Aishwarya means Ishvara Bhavam. He is the lord of the entire universe. Everything belongs to me. I call the Aishwaryam. Aishwaryam Sri. All the wealth in this world belongs to Bhagavan. So, Jnana, Vairagyam, Aishwaryam, Sri. Then we come to the Yasha. Yasha means infinite name and fame. And Viryam means infinite strength. So, Jnana, Vairagyam, Aishwaryam, the Sri, the Yasha, and Viryam. One who has these 6 qualities, that 6 qualities are called Bhaga, and one who has these 6 qualities is called Bhagavan or Bhagavati. So whatever is in this universe belongs to Bhagavan or Bhagavati. Whatever I take is stealing. Even the The Mahabali, he thought, or Ravana, they all thought that I am the Lord of the whole world. Especially the Hiranyakashipu, after Narasimha Bhagavan killed Hiranyakashipu, he was still very the furious. This anger was terrible anger, and then the other gods, Brahmaji and the Bhagavan, please calm down, please calm down. And then Bhagavan said, how can I calm down? This Hiranyakashipu, he says he is Bhagavan. He calls him Bhagavan Hiranyakashipu. So Bhagavan is Lord Vishnu or his other form Shiva. So therefore, whatever position I have, that's also kind of stealing. Therefore, I should always remember that everything belongs to Amma and she has given me, and that with that attitude I should serve the world. That's what he called. So let now you see, because of my strong identification, now because I suppose I am a manager in a family, that identification is very strong. Now let me ask you a simple question. We say the invaders destroyed our culture. Now let us look at one good example. A housewarming ceremony. Here the house, newly constructed house of a doctor. So the doctor, the housewarming ceremony, they are in the evening, they are sitting in the lawn, there the table is there, there are 4 people around the sitting on chairs, with a lot of snacks and tea are being served, and the doctor, his brother is an engineer, the other person is as a rich businessman, they are all rich people, high positions. And so they're munching the snacks and they're sipping tea. That the carpenter who had done all the carpentry work, he comes and says, sir, can I get my money? So he looks at, how much? Then the carpenter says some amount. Then the doctor says, that much? Why should that? I think that is too much. You can reduce the price. I cannot give you that much. Okay. Okay, so come tomorrow. I am busy today. Okay. So the carpenter goes back. So doctor, engineer, justice, minister, they're all big, important people. And then the carpenter goes back. When he's walking back home, he thinks, I am only a carpenter. That is why they ignored me. They ignored me because I am only a carpenter, a poor man. And therefore, that's why I had to suffer this humiliation. So therefore, I will not allow my son to suffer the same humiliation. I will educate my son. I will also make him a doctor or engineer so that he will not suffer this humiliation which I suffered now. Therefore, I will educate him. And that carpenter, with this, somehow he managed to collect money. He educated his son, and that son also became an engineer. The carpenter's son became an engineer. Now what has happened? A beautiful craft has died because I could not see how much of you may be a doctor, you may be an engineer. Look at what the carpenter has done. The way he has carved the beautiful doors in your own house, the furniture, beautiful carvings, the beautiful work the carpenter has done. Can you do it? So we should know how to appreciate art. Carpentry is a beautiful art. It is part of Indian culture. But since we did not encourage that carpenter, what happened is that the carpenter made his, instead of continuing his profession, continuing the parampara of carpentry, the carpenter made his son an engineer, and therefore that craft is destroyed. Now tell me, who is destroying our culture? Is it the foreign invaders or you and I? Tell me. Because we did not show the appreciation. the wonderful work the carpenter has done, he did not show appreciation. He could have said, wonderful work. How much do you want? So, very good. Come, I'll give you now. If he had shown that kind of appreciation to the carpenter would have encouraged his son also. But since I showed disrespect, I ignored that carpenter. That beautiful art came to an end. So let us be very, very careful. Because of my identification, I am a great person and he is only a carpenter. That should not be. Let us first be human beings. That's a very important point we can say. And then we can see one more two examples, then we can conclude. You can say the Edison, Thomas Alva Edison, who discovered electricity. So electricity, we know the place. It was the Menlo Park. In the Menlo Park, he fitted all the bulbs and wires, etc. He called the king, etc. And they were all sitting in the evening. So the first time in the world, electricity was the electric bulb started being illumined. So after sunset, when it became dark, Edison, he switched on, one switch switched on, and then the Menlo Park became completely illumined with electricity, bulbs, so many bulbs all over the park. It was completely illumined, and the night became as if day. The night became a day because it was so luminous, full of light. And Edison felt very, very happy. He was sitting there, and then the whole night there was a lot of celebration. But in the morning, at 6 o'clock, 6:07, there were so many bulbs. It is so full of light. But in the morning, God sent one bulb from the east. God sent up just one bulb. The sun. When the sun came up, all these bulbs paled into insignificance. It became insignificant. That light was so powerful that this bulb light became very dim. Then Edison realized. So he knelt down, he faced the east, he knelt down and he said to God, "Oh God, now I realize the limited power of human being and the infinite power of God." That was his prayer. So let us also always remember that this is when we our human being is very, very powerful, but however powerful we are, our power is very, very limited. The limited power of human being and the infinite power of God, that is what we have to remember, especially when we enter the temple or when she enter the ashram. Let us forget what we are outside. I may be a great person outside, but when I am entering the temple or when I am entering the ashram, remember that I am only an insignificant person. Here, there is only one power. There is only one leader, one power, God, and I am nothing. He is everything. I am nothing. And that power, with that attitude, I should always enter the temple or the ashram or any prayer hall. When I enter, that is where I have to go to the temple or to the ashram or to the place of worship in order to remember that I am whatever I have, however powerful I am, my power is limited, my intelligence is limited, my strength is limited. But whereas God has infinite power, infinite intelligence, infinite strength, He has given me everything. With that feeling, I become more and more humble, and that way I had to pray and come out. That is what we mean by Asathoma, Sadgamaya. From this, the unreal, let me always remember the real, and we are again we say we are very, very lucky to be the disciples and devotees of a great avatar like Amma, who can, with her motherly love and affection, she can slowly train us and mold us. She can make us understand. My children, always remember that whatever you have, it has been given by God, and therefore our attitude should be an attitude of whatever I am, in whatever great position I am. Always let me remember that my attitude should be one of humility and gratitude. Oh God, I was nothing. One small story I will say, and then I will stop. There was a very good man, a very honest man. He had a provision shop. So he used to sell provisions. So what happened was, because he was a very good man, people used to cheat him. They used to give him fake coins. They would buy provisions from him and they would give him fake coins. So when he took the coin, he knew that it's a fake coin, counterfeit coin. But he will keep it there. This went on his lifetime. So he lost a lot of money like that. But then when finally he was about to die, and then he folded his palms and he said, "Oh God, all my life I have received fake coins. And now I am going to come to you. Please accept this fake coin. This is a fake coin, this Asat. Please accept. Just as I have accepted so many fake coins, please accept this fake coin. Whatever I think I am such a great person, there is a counterfeit coin. It's fake coin. Therefore, oh God, please accept this fake coin, counterfeit coin, and take me to your lotus feet." So let us always remember this prayer, and let us pray to Amma also in this way. "Oh Amma, please accept this fake coin, and please I surrender to your lotus feet. Give me peace and joy and happiness. Let me merge into your divine feet. Om Amritageetananda. Om Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om."